The response team assessed him, recommended that he goes in, and he went in voluntarily. And within 10 hours, they discharged him, saying that he wasn't a threat to himself or anybody else. That's where a lot of the story is based in, with this lack of support for mental illness and the mental health issues. The brotherly side of me wanted to come in and lay on the ground and hold him, because I knew he was going through some crazy stuff.
Welcome to Amy Liz Harrison's podcast, Eternally Amy, a mum of 8's journey from jail to joy, a Gen Xer who overcame her struggle with alcohol to become a best-selling author and mental health advocate. She shares stories of hope and offers ideas for others struggling with mental health challenges. One thing is for sure, you'll leave with something to chew on. And now, here's your host, Amy Liz Harrison.
So Alex, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here.
Thanks for having me, Amy. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. So if you don't mind, just jump on in and share with us the background of Evil Among Us and what led you to today at this point.
Totally. I'm super excited to share, and definitely it's a lot to share, and I don't want to veer off too much, so definitely pull me back in if I'm going off too many tangents in a sense.
I love tangents.
I always loved writing in school, and I had an idea to write a book twice before this book, and this one was just the biggest life event for me, obviously, and such a big story and so heavy and sad and hard to go through that it just felt natural to share. So I started journaling nearly 10 years ago when everything happened, and we have the book today ready. 10 years ago, which will be January 14th, my brother went mentally insane, murdered my mom, burned down our childhood house while attacking my dad. And in this psychotic mental illness fueled rage, it essentially was meant for my dad. He was the person that was the main focus of the attack, and my mom was said to be collateral damage. What led to all this happening was my brother getting into drugs, making bad decisions, and a little bit of pulling away from our family. There were the two main seasons where him and I didn't really talk much, and we had been close most of my life. And just as it can go with a sibling with mental illness, it ebbs and flows. He was never diagnosed with a certain mental illness, which is part of the problem too. But the night before everything happened, he had been doing some weird stuff. A friend of him had called my mom, and she had expressed that she was worried. So fast forward a little bit, I found him